What's going on, guys? Welcome to the daily Udemy Income Report, the show where I talk about making money on Udemy, walk you through what's working for me, and teach you how to do the same thing. My name is John Elder from CourseTherapy.com, and today is Wednesday, January 16th, 2019. In today's episode, I want to talk about how to sort of script out your online video course. But before we do that, let's get into yesterday's numbers. So yesterday was the 15th. We had 10 courses sold, which is way down. Of course, we expect that because the New Year's sale has ended. And there was another sort of little sale going on, that 2019 top, whatever that coupon code was we talked about yesterday. And that sort of helped out for a couple days. Yesterday, it was the day before that was very good with 81. Yesterday, we saw a couple more of those little coupon codes float in, but $39.68 for the day. Not a great haul. That came to $3.97 a course. I had a couple of refunds, I think 2, so we're up to $39.23. Now, normally in a month, I get about $100 to $120 worth of refunds, as we've talked about before, and we're 15 days in, so halfway through, we should have around $50 to $60 worth of refunds, so we're well below that so far, which is nice. 10 reviews, so that's pretty good. We'll look at those in just a minute. So month to date, we're at $1,192.61, not too bad. 324 courses sold total up till now this month. 125 reviews. Promotional activity has not changed. I'm going to probably send out a promo email today. Yeah, probably today. So tomorrow, hopefully this number will have changed. We'll take a look at that. And finally, 112,708 total enrollments, and we're still at $4.52 for the total average, or the average rating, I suppose. So really quickly, let's look at my Udemy profile page, udemy.com/user/John Elder 3. And we see, total students, 45,869, 2480 reviews, pretty good. But the thing we want to look at is this bestseller badge. It is still on our Postgres database course, which is nice to see. The Rails course and the Django course from earlier that had the highest rated badges, those still continue to not have their badges. So that's crappy. All right, so let's look at the reviews very quickly. Yesterday we had 10. So we had a 5-star, a 4-star, 4.5. That's pretty good. 5-star. I loved it. I was curious about HTML, and this just made things worse. Now I'll have to take another bunch of courses. It was super fun. I recommend it to anyone. 5 stars. Amazing. That's a great review. So 5 stars for this one. 3.5 for Nick here. He doesn't like this course for some reason. 5 stars for this one. 4 stars, 5 stars, so pretty good. 5 stars. Audio is crisp. Lessons are bite-sized. And instructor has a good, clear-speaking voice. Fantastic. All right, so pretty good review-wise. Now, the last thing, yesterday we talked about pirated videos. And as of now, these videos we talked about yesterday are still listed on YouTube. They haven't been taken down. Usually it takes about 24 hours, and it hasn't quite been 24 hours, or it's been right at 24 hours. So I'll keep an eye on this throughout the day, and we'll check back tomorrow in tomorrow's report and see whether or not those got removed or not. I'm sure they will, just a matter of time. There may be a backlog. There may be a bunch of these going on. Who knows? We'll see. So in this video, I want to spend just a few minutes talking about how to script out your course. So you want to build an online course. You want to host it on Udemy or wherever. The first question is really, how do you proceed? And there's 2 schools of thought really here. You can write a script. And by that, I mean a real script. I mean, you type out every single word you want to say for the entire course, and then you just sit and read it on camera, right? A lot of people do that. A lot of people fall into that trap and thinking that's good. The other way to do it, and the way I do it, is sort of a hybrid. I usually create an outline. So all of the different videos I want to make, I'll just sort of outline those out, and I'll just put the title. Like if it's a PHP or say a Python programming course, I want to do a video on variables. I want to do a video on arrays. I want to do a video. So I'll just write out those, and I'll put them in the order that I want to create them. And I may or may not make some notes for each one. I want to do this, this, and this in this video, but it's not any more detailed than that. So when it comes time to make the video, I fire up the recorder, the editing software, and I don't have anything to read, right? I don't have a script. I don't know exactly what I'm going to say, But I sort of, before I start recording, I kind of in my head map out a little bit what I want to talk about. Okay, I want to hit this, I want to hit that, and I want to hit that. And then I just freewheel. I just, kind of go off the cuff. So a lot of people don't like that idea, but the alternative is to write out every single word you're going to say. And this is a bad idea for a couple of reasons. One, it's going to take you forever, right? I mean, it might be 20,000 words when you're done. It might take you 6 months to write all that out. I mean, really, you have to type it all out. You have to edit it. When you speak it out loud, it doesn't sound good because you write as you write, but you talk as you talk. And they're two very different things. So you can write something out, and then when you say it out loud, it doesn't sound natural. So you have to edit it to make it sound natural. Are you going to use contractions? Are you going to say don't? Or are you going to say do not? Things like that get messed up in there. And besides that, people don't read a lot anymore. I'm a reader. I read all the time. I have a gigantic library. Reading is a major part of my life. Most people don't read. So what you're doing is holding a script up and reading it, and you're reading it out loud. People aren't usually good at that. They stumble. They get lost. They stutter. They missay words. It's hard to read a script. Not only that, are you going to use a teleprompter? If you're going to do a talking head video, you can't be seen holding up a script and reading it. That's not good television, right? That's not good video. So, there's all these different problems with that. And it often seems to new people like the way to go. Write it all out, say it out loud, record it, right? Otherwise, what do you have? Well, my way with the outline, it seems more natural, right? If you're just talking off the cuff, if you know vaguely what you want to say, you have a few talking points written down or whatever, and you can just sort of freewheel, it comes across as more natural. And the more natural you are, the better your video is going to be and the better your course is going to be. People connect to you better. They can tell if you're just reading off a script like a robot. People don't connect to that. You're not a news anchor who does this for a living, who sounds very natural reading off a teleprompter all day, right? It's hard. It doesn't sound right. So I always recommend, at the minimum, just do an outline, right? If that's not enough for you, I suggest you head over to PowerPoint and make a PowerPoint presentation. And on each slide, say, just bullet points. I want to talk about, this, and this. 3 lines maybe. Very simple. And then use that as your basis. And you can even show that PowerPoint on screen, do a screencast of that. And maybe that's your entire course. Just you reading the PowerPoints and then sort of, elaborating on the topics a little bit. A lot of people do that and have great success doing that. I am doing programming courses, so I need to show, the actual, let's see if we can pull this up. Here's what I'm working on right now. I have to show the actual code, and I have to show, me writing the code and, so people can follow along. So I have to have that. But if I wasn't doing that, if I was just teaching internet marketing or something, I would probably just create a PowerPoint presentation and then just read it and elaborate and expand on it and stuff like that. But you really can't go wrong with that. So that's what I recommend. If you have to do a PowerPoint and break it down, best thing for me is just to create an outline. Outlines are good because they show you exactly how many videos your course is going to require. So if you have 30 bullet points in your outline, you're going to need 30 videos, and you know that. So it's a good way to organize things. It's a good way you can look at it and go, okay, no, this video shouldn't be listed third. It should be listed down here. And you move pieces around and, you can sort of visualize it and see, and it makes more sense and it's easier. Not only that, doing it that way, you're going to crank out courses quicker, much quicker. Like I said, if you create a script and then read it, edit it, read it again, you're going to make lots of mistakes while recording. You have to re-record things as you stumble, as you get lost as you're reading, as you mispronounce words and things. It just takes longer. And as I've said so many times in the past, making money on Udemy is about volume. You have to produce many courses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10. I have 37 courses right now, right? And I'm making $2-3 grand a month. That's not a lot of money, but that's a lot of courses. And if I scripted out each of those courses, it'd take me 20 years to create these courses instead of the 6 months that it took. I can knock out a course in a couple of weeks, sometimes even a week. Generally, it's about 2 weeks. A weekish to record and a weekish to edit, I couldn't do that if I was writing all this stuff out. So that's what I suggest. Outline, maybe bullet point in a PowerPoint presentation. If you can get away with not doing that, even better. Just, have your outline with you. You don't need to refer to it while you're recording. I'm going to, the outline says this video is about arrays. So now I'm going to talk about arrays for 5 minutes. I can do that, right? If you can't do that, maybe you shouldn't be teaching this course anyway. If you don't have a firm enough grasp that you can just talk about a subject for 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, you got no business teaching it anyway, right? So there's that. So anyway, that's it for today's report. If you like this episode, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, and check out CourseTherapy.com for more tips, tricks, and online course awesomeness. My name is John Elder from CourseTherapy.com, and we'll see you again tomorrow morning.